G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on thedinkpickleball.com, pickleball is overtaking kickball as the recreational outlet of choice in Washington, D.C. It doesn't quite have the drama dragons or a young Jason Momoa as Khal Drago, but a different type of Game of Thrones is playing out in Washington, D.C. For 20-somethings in the US capital, kickball has been sitting alone in the throne room for decades and is now about to be supplanted by pickleball. Volo, a social sports league, reports a 1,450% increase in DC pickleball participants between September 2022 and May 2023. When pickleball slots opened for a 3-day event on the National Mall last September, they were snatched up in minutes. Daniel Bainham, a managing director at Volo, says he's never seen such a surge of interest in his career. The demand is just wild. Bainham explains that pickleball's popularity stems from its easy learning curve, affordable equipment, and less of a physical toll on its participants, making it a hit across generations. According to Bainham, kickball is still more technically popular in the area. However, that's mostly due to team size limits and local infrastructure. Only 4 people can play pickleball at a time, whereas kickball teams can be huge. Plus, all you need for kickball is a field, but finding a pickleball court is a challenge. The demand versus the supply in DC is still way off, says Bainham. If I had 30 pickleball courts next to 30 kickball fields, I know pickleball would be filled, Bainham says. Even with a surge in courts across the country, many areas are still struggling to add enough courts to fill demand. The limited number of pickleball courts in DC has led to tension as pickleball players have clashed with tennis or basketball players for space. In May, a standoff at Murray Reed Elementary School between a basketball player and Volo staff got so heated that the cops were called. Not in my backyard, or NIMBY. Conflicts are also brewing, like a fight in Arlington over proposed courts. DC is working to appease local pickleballers and build new courts. Last year, the mayor allocated $750,000 to convert underutilised tennis courts into pickleball courts. DC's Department of Parks and Recreation is currently selecting sites and finding a contractor. Meanwhile, companies like Kraken and Dill Dinkers are cashing in by building fancy facilities with courts for rent as well as clinics. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, a good reward for a bad start. There's no doubt that last year's 2 awards had a significant impact on Major League Pickleball, or MLP. Player contracts ranged from multi-millions to tens of thousands. The uncertainties within those contracts led to some players choosing to sit out altogether. Fast forward to MLP's waiver period last week, and 5 major women's players are back in the mix, and a ton of moves have been made at the challenger level. California Black Bears selected Susanna Barr, waived Emily Cedarquist. Chicago Slice selected Megan Fudge, waived Kelsey Grambo. Miami Pickleball Club selected Bobby Oshiro, waived Rihanna Valdez. Florida Smash selected Yates Johnson, waived Pat Smith. Bay Area Breakers selected Jill Braverman, waived Rachel Retka. SoCal Heartache selected Yana Newell, waived Christine Maddox. California Black Bears selected Brandon French, waived DJ Young. Miami Pickleball Club selected Noe Cliff, waived Roscoe Bellamy, and Bay Area Breakers selected DJ Young and Patrick Cowker. This is obviously a huge shakeup for the challenger level and is heavily influenced by an influx of APP talent that previously chose to sit out MLP. The question is it fair? Is it fair to have this level of talent enter the league mid-season? Any teams that had a slow start at the first 2 MLP events were handsomely rewarded with top-level talent in the first waiver period. Chalk it up to luck or just good timing. One thing is for sure, the challenger level just got turned upside down. Third thing to know, also shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, Travis takes on the state of paddles. If you were a baseball fan back in 1998, you saw one of, if not the most exciting MLB, Major League Baseball seasons in the history of the game. It wasn't because of competitive games or great playoff series. The Yankees actually swept the Padres in the World Series. What captured America's attention was the home run race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. Of course, after lengthy investigations, most of the records surrounding the campaign are now accompanied by an asterisk. Travis Rettenmaier, pro pickleballer and Major League Pickleball team owner, took to Instagram recently to ask if this era of pickleball deserves an asterisk of its own. The controversy around the Gen 3 and other juiced paddles makes you question if any titles won with these paddles should have an asterisk. Rettenmaier says the advantage is about as substantial as I've ever seen in sports, and it's tough to tell if a player is really good or if they have a great paddle. His post also mentions that the problem has not gone away. Some players have switched to using Alpha, which is believed to have been an earlier version of the Gen 3 paddle that uses the same technology. The post reiterates, this is certainly not a level playing field, and Rettenmaier predicts major changes coming in the next 12 months. Fourth thing to know, as shared on ppatour.com, storylines for the PPA Orange County Cup currently being held at Lifetime Fitness in San Clemente, California, by author Dave Fleming. Overall top 5, that 70s show. Perfect weather in Orange County with highs in the mid-70s. Three's Company, Annalee Waters, or ALW, is defending her Triple Crown from 2023. Rora Barker, Rachel, is back in the singles draw and looking for huge results in doubles. Chance of a lifetime, prestigious title to win at one of the sport's most iconic venues. My cup runneth over 1,500 times. A cup is worth 1,500 points to the winner, coveted for seeding and qualifying for the year-end PPA finals. Venue Tawny TV, event number 13 of the year, one of the cups and a progressive draw where play is held in each discipline each day. First of 2 trips to San Clemente, back for the PPA finals in December. Broadcast start times are 11 a.m. Pacific Wednesday through Sunday. National windows Wednesday night on ESPN2 from 8 till 10 Eastern, and Championship Sunday on Tennis Channel from 2 to 8 Eastern. Coverage on Pickleball TV. Women's singles defending medalists Waters, Parento, Castillo. ALW has but one loss in singles all year. Jeannie Bouchard, 23, versus Irina Terashenko, 13. Potential tennis star versus Pickle OG matchup in round of 32. Parento still mining for gold in singles in 24. Watch out for Judith Castillo, 8, 23 bronze medalist. Can she make a deep run? Men's singles defending medalists McGuffin, Garnett, Schick. Staxrud is back to the top seed and brings double gold in his luggage from Sacramento. Gabe Joseph, 8, is always dangerous in California. He won at Los Cab in 2023. Ben Johns is undefeated as a 2 seed, winning in Atlanta. Will he strike again? Watch out for Chris Hayworth, 11, only player to beat Fed before Sunday all year and just missed gold against Johns in Texas. Mixed doubles, defending medalists, Waters, Johns, Parento, McGuffin, Bright, Ignatowicz. Ben Johns goes for his 50th mixed doubles title, a record by a mile. ALW is at 36. Leah Jansen and Riley Newman, 5, team up with firepower galore. Can they gel? No Viv David or Thomas Wilson in this tournament. Watch out for Parento Olshon, 7, second tourney for these two with Sock out of the draw. Lost to ALW Johns at Desert Ridge 11-6 in the third in the quarters. Women's doubles defending medalists Bright Waters, Terashenko Wright, Kovalova Smith. Brighton Rohrbacher 2 got rocked by Waters Parento 1 in Sacramento. Won just 8 points in a 3-5, 3 out of 5. Would like another shot, but a lot of pickle to be played for this rematch. Dizon and Wright, for Abaka's Dizon has recovered from her illness that caused her to scratch in Sacramento. Brashes 11 in their backyard have a potentially tough round of 16 versus Black Todd 5. Watch out for Buckner Wang 13. Can they pull off an upset? Men's doubles defending medalists, Johns brothers, Newman Wright, Ignatowicz McGuffin. Johns brothers won 3 straight in April, but haven't hit the top of the podium since. Wright Stacksrud, 3 are back for a second drive, grabbed silver in Atlanta. Navratil Newman, 8, are quite the dangerous combo in their first PPA event. Watch out for Patrick Tellez, 5. Big H wants to build on his first PPA gold win with the lefty Tellez. Tough quarter with a motivated Johns duo. Paddles up.